Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown from the HowToCameron channel, your best source for quality videos, I hope. I really do. Today we have quite a interesting video, a video that I've been looking forward to make, in which I'm going to be talking about what I got in my first set of A-level mocks. Now, obviously, if you don't know much about me, I'm going to fill you in, god dang it! Because I'm a nice guy. I'm currently in my first year of my A-levels. Obviously, A-levels last for 2 years, so I'm in year 12. And the subjects that I'm taking include chemistry, physics, and business. Amazing subjects. I'm so happy with my choice. Yet people in the comments say, "Oh my god, Cameron, you chose the wrong subjects." And I'm like, you know what? Whatever you say. Okay, I couldn't care less. Today I'm going to be talking about what I actually got in my mocks. Now I know that you guys are very interested to see what I got, even the goddamn haters. I can imagine there are some haters watching this video going, "Please do bad, Cameron. Please do bad, Cameron. I need to feel better about myself." You are going to be disappointed today because I did really well. I'm very impressed with my results. Now, I was anxious to get my results back, and the main reason why is because I didn't want to be demotivated. I felt the mocks were hard, the exams were hard, and I don't think the grades show how hard the mocks were, and that's why I'm going to be talking about it in more depth. Just before this video starts, I know that there's going to be a lot of new people watching this video. I just want to remind you guys, the new kids, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because that means you'll probably enjoy all my videos on my channel. Haha. Before I go into my mock results, I want to quickly mention something, and that is how YouTube has updated their partnership program. It has introduced some new requirements, which include the fact that to monetize your content, i.e. put advertisements on your videos, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and I think it's 4,000 hours of videos watched on your channel annually. Like, that's a really high threshold, especially when it's gone from, you know, having 10,000 lifetime views on your channel. Honestly, I feel bad for people who fall below this threshold. Cough, cough, back John. But they kind of deserve it at the end of the day. There are too many YouTube creators that were literally uploading too edgy content. You know, because when you're a small YouTuber, you don't really understand the social impact that your videos have, simply because your videos have very little social impact. So a lot of these small YouTubers who make, say, controversial videos or too edgy videos, they don't really understand that they're actually affecting people because they don't think that many people are going to see their video. But then it may blow up randomly, and that does occur, and it looks bad for YouTube. And I can understand why YouTube want to create this threshold. It's simply because they want to make sure that the advertisements are being put on actual good content creators. Content creators that have managed to grow quite a strong platform. And of course, I'm not affected by this. But I do feel bad for John. John's videos have all been demonetized. You got a nice email this morning. "LOL, your channel's dead and now you can't even make any dollars off it." What a great email to receive from YouTube, John thought to himself in bed when he woke up. But anyway, I did my mocks. As I'm recording this video on the 17th, I don't know when this video is actually coming out. I did my mocks last week. I had 3 mock exams, which is not that many at all. John, it's just not a good month for John. John had like 6 exams, I only had 3. But effectively, they all went bad. And not as in, oh my god, they were so hard. It's just the experience that I had. I arrived late to 2 of them. I don't know how. One of them, there was a fire drill in. The other one, I was having like a panic attack in, simply because I forgot to eat my goddamn lunch. Also, on top of that, I sat right next to the heaters one time and probably almost died of a heat stroke. And the exams were hard, I'm not going to lie, and I wasn't really surprised by that because, you know, they are A-levels, but I was worried. I was more confident with my chemistry and physics rather than my business, simply because you know whether or not you actually understand the chemistry paper, for example. You understand whether or not you actually got a good amount of marks because, you know, you'll be confident throughout the whole exam because there is only a set amount of correct answers. Whereas in business, it's all about essay writing. I was anxious to get my results back. The funniest thing about it is the fact that I thought I did best in chemistry, which is somewhat true. But Out of all the exams that I did, I was most confident with chemistry, which just didn't seem like a good sign to me. I thought I did awful in physics because I made a lot of silly mistakes, not gonna lie. And also, I just didn't know how it was gonna be marked. I was so confused. I was expecting to fail simply because I've heard all these horror stories about people failing in their mocks. So what did I actually get? Well, I got 2 B's and a C, which for my first set of mocks, I think is amazing. I just think it's amazing. I'm sorry. I know there may be some people in the comments going, well, I actually got all A stars, so suck my pineapple. Ha ha. Gotta be advertised for any, remember that, god dang it, Cameron. I understand that people have done better than me, but when I compared my grades to what other people got in the class and what other students got previously in their mocks before they actually did their exams, and then reflecting on what exam results they actually got at the end of it, I think that I've done really well. So let's go through all my exams individually. Business, I was the least confident with. I couldn't believe it, okay? Like, out of all the subjects, business is my forte. It's easy to me. The reason why is because I have a really good memory. That's the only reason I'm good at it. I can't write essays for crap. But effectively, the questions were so long. One of the questions was 20 marks. I just didn't find it hard, and I got anxious because of that. Like, every single question I had to answer, like literally every single question that I had to answer, I had the answer in my mind, but I just wasn't confident about it. And that did kind of sway me off from feeling confident. But then I looked at my mark and I got 75%, which is a B. And I'm not gonna lie, I was chuffed with that. Because on the last question, which was 20 marks, I only got 10 marks on, right? And because I think the paper was out of 60 marks, if I got an extra 5 marks on that, I probably would have got an A, which is just an amazing grade to get. And I was so surprised by it because the only reason why I lost marks is because of exam technique. It's clear that I wasn't lacking in my knowledge, and I was honestly very impressed with myself. Like, I didn't care if I got all C's. I just didn't want to fail because I wanted to continue pursuing my subjects at A-level because I loved them. You know, I've invested like 4 months of my life into them. I don't want to have to just drop them because obviously there's a road of uncertainty when you don't have A-levels. And I've had comments before in my videos stating, oh, actually my granddad, he hasn't got any A-levels and he owns goddamn Maserati, so suck my dick. I've had comments like that. Okay, most of the time I don't believe them, but I've had comments like that. And yes, it's true, you don't need A-levels to do well at life, but they flipping help. They flipping help. Like, you need a good job to fund, you know, a business extravaganza, for example, which is how a lot of people get rich, obviously by owning their own business. So I was really worried to get my result, but when I got it, I was impressed, thoroughly impressed. And I didn't do the best in the class. I did the second best in the class. The next subject was chemistry, and oh my god, did I do well in chemistry. I got a B, which is 60%. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Cameron, that's not that great. I got the highest in the class, okay? Which is something that I didn't expect at all because, yeah, I'm intelligent, and I'm not trying to sound, like, egotistical at all. I'm just being honest, to be fair. But I didn't expect to get top of the class. I don't want to bring up Will. He's someone I used to make videos with. He got a D in it, and to be fair, he always bragged about how he was good at chemistry at GCSE. Things change. Things change. Effectively, I did a lot of revision for chemistry. I put my heart into it. And that's why I did so well in it. Out of the marks that I dropped, it wasn't even because of lack of knowledge. It was mostly because I was obviously rushing through the exam because I've never done a chemistry mock in that way before. So, thus, when I do another mock, I should do even better, which, I mean, I'll take a B at the end of the flipping A-level course. Like, my target grade for chemistry was a C. I think that's going to be moved up to a B, for God's sake. And to be fair, my target grade for business was a C, and now it's been moved up to a B, so it's clear that the teachers have underestimated me. And how dare you underestimate Papa Cameron, god dang it. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit angry. Getting a little bit angry. So the last subject that I did for my mock was physics, and I got a C in physics, which was extremely ironic to me because physics is my strongest subject, and I don't think the grade that I got in it, you know, C, really does justice to that. The reason why is because the marks that I dropped were simply because of silly mistakes. I think there was like 5 marks I counted that I didn't get just because I didn't know the knowledge. The rest was simply because of silly mistakes, because I was rushing through the questions, because I was anxious. And that kind of made me, you know, feel down, but at the end of it, I'm not feeling bad about the subject, but I honestly feel like I could do a lot better in it. And I think all these mocks have genuinely really helped me. To get a B, and a C at this stage honestly stuns me. And a B in chemistry, like, I genuinely was struggling with chemistry. I thought that I was not going to do particularly well at it. In November, I was doing exams and occasionally getting D's, E's, F's. The grades were kind of just getting worse. And I think I took that as a sign, and I said to myself, Cameron, you need to revise. And I revised, and I started getting very passionate about the subject. And I started doing a lot more questions, and I think that's why a lot of people actually failed the exam. It was simply because they didn't do enough practice questions. Because the practice questions in chemistry are flipping harsh. You need to know everything about it, and even if you know everything about the question, you have to, like, add to your answer to get full marks. It's crazy. Like, there'll be a question such as, oh, in mass spectrometry, why is a electron shot off in electron impact ionization? You may think to yourself, oh, the answer is simple. It produces a +1 ion. And you'll be like, yes, I got the marks in that. No, you only got 1 because apparently you've got to mention how they're high energy electrons. You've got to apparently explain how the whole process works, even though they've asked something completely different. And that's what chemistry is like. And I'm glad they're like that because it really distinguishes the people who care about the subject and the people who are just doing it for a laugh, for a gag. But anyway, I'm going to work harder, obviously, because I feel a little bit uncertain with the grades I got. Not because they were bad, simply because they were surprisingly good. And because of that, I'm going to work even harder. So I'm actually motivated by it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a like. And I hope you guys have a good day. Haha.